Well, I think it's finally about that time. It's time for me to move forward. I look back at my past videos and sometimes they're of nostalgia, but most of the time I view them as a failed attempt of utilizing my talent. However, to be fair to myself, circumstances, skill, and the amount of money I had for myself weren't all too high. I mean, yeah, I had to know how to use the equipment I bought myself over time, but alas, it was a slow learning process. But I'm grateful for how far I've come. But alas, it's now time to finally separate that mediocre work from the past and embrace that, hopefully, promising future. To be honest, it got discouraging when my Let's Plays weren't doing so great, but when I started making commentary videos like this Resident Evil 7 video, my channel began to do a little better. However, I learned a lot from the Let's Plays with my editing and my sense of how to control the presentation in terms of visuals and sound, and truth be told, I've still got ways to go even though I've learned a lot. Let's Plays at times made it harder for me to just sit back and enjoy the game, though sometimes today it can be a little difficult to enjoy when I'm constantly watching the Elgato software do its thing, but it's not too big of an issue since my computer and the software seem very reliable to what it needs to do. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, your greatest joy can eventually become your greatest misery. Thankfully, it's safe to say in the recent changes that I've been able to embrace for the past year has definitely freed me from said misery. Making content no longer feels like a repetitive, regurgitating chore. You see, the thing is, I was 100% convinced that I was done with YouTube altogether, and I had nasty thoughts creep into my head. Thoughts like, if your YouTube channel were to go, no one would miss you. You should quit. You've wasted your time, and you're going to amount to nothing. This is the only way I feel like I can put my old self to rest. Sometimes old me is loud, screaming from within me, urging me to be dragged down with him, but with the help of my friends, I've been able to confront that negative voice inside my head and show it who's boss. I thought I was going to be stuck dwelling on those thoughts forever, that I was never going to get out.
Never getting out. No. I'm wrong. I will get out. But without you.
So if you've been a fan of my Let's Plays in the past, thank you for supporting them, but it's finally time to carry on into the future. Leave my mark, and hopefully when the time comes to walk away from YouTube, I walk away with no regrets.
And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive.